As a leading global agribusiness with deep roots here in South Africa, our mission is to enable farmers at all levels to maximize potential and reduce risk through sustainability, development and leadership.
Like Syngenta, Grain South Africa has all the farmers' interest at its very heart and is proud to be making its mark as a much respected, voluntary and autonomous independent organisation on behalf of all South African grain producers, from the subsistence level all the way through to the biggest commercial growers.
We're proud to work in partnership with Grain South Africa, not just here at the awards, but every day across the mutually beneficial areas of technology, partnerships and platforms for South Africa's farming community.
Grain South Africa is involved everywhere in all matters bearing on the well-being and policies of our industry, having been established back in 1999 to unite, support and represent all the interest of its farmer members. It had its feet firmly planted on the ground ever since.
As we prepare to celebrate with the winner of the Grain South Africa Syngenta's Grain Producer of the Year at this prestigious event, it gives us at Syngenta an opportunity to briefly chat about the things that matter to both ourselves and to the benefit of the industry and the country.
It's an association that proudly shares a common vision with Syngenta in all the areas of farming development and leadership, as well as information, training, research, productivity, plus the grain trading environment.
Partnerships are everything to us. We in Grain South Africa speak a natural common language. At Syngenta, we have one purpose that speaks of bringing plant potential to life, finding new ways to align agricultural science with a farming business, with a can-do attitude that represents our passion and intensity for a better quality of life. That's what we strive for. Creating a better environment in sustainable, profitable farming has been a goal for us for many years. You could say performance and partnerships are in our nature. Take our Syngenta Good Growth Plan, for example, underpinned by 6 pillars: making crops more efficient, helping biodiversity flourish, rescuing more farmland, empowering more smallholders, as well as helping people understand labour health and safety issues, and striving for fair labour conditions throughout our entire supply chain. Another example is the Grain Academy in partnership with Grain South Africa. This is a new strategic initiative undertaken to shape the future landscape of the agricultural industry and equipping progressive commercial growers in leadership, helping this industry to become a competitive sector that drives economic development. The Grain Academy is one of Syngenta's flagship initiatives.
We're also very proud of the Grain Academy. A united, prosperous agriculture sector requires more trained leaders who not only understand the technicalities of farming, but also the dynamics in all the issues that affect our sector. The Grain Academy is a fine development project in collaboration with Syngenta at the University of the Free State's Business School. This year, the class of 2014's graduates on the 20th of June in Bloemfontein showcased the energy and enthusiasm of these young graduates. It was truly a privilege for me to engage with them on how they view the challenges in our sector. I was inspired to watch them present to us the highly topical issues such as the imminent water crisis, the land reform and how to get the communal land into production to improve the food security in South Africa. The Academy is a very precious investment in the future of our people.
Another of our goals is to make crops more efficient. We want to increase the average productivity of the world's major crops by 20% without using more land, water and inputs to sustainably feed a growing global population. We also need to help rescue more farmland and let biodiversity flourish. Right now in Africa, there are over 10 million hectares of farmland on the brink of degradation. Syngenta is very proud to be empowering smallholder farmers in this vital area. And our aim is to reach 20 million of them over the next 5 years globally. We are working hard to assist them in increasing their productivity by 50%, as well as training farm workers on labour safety, as we are committed to fair labour conditions everywhere. This is why Syngenta is proud to partner with Grain South Africa by sponsoring the newly created Smallholder of the Year category. By doing so, Syngenta delivers on its Good Growth Plan promise and supports the development of new growers in our country.
We also believe in the development of the smallholder farmer and are equally committed to rural development. Grain South Africa has got a proud track record of collaborating with all role players, and we are always looking to close the gaps between the commercial and the smallholder farmer. Agriculture is the backbone of the rural communities, and the grain sector is the primary provider of food security. We believe in the development and training in land planning, soil use, promoting sustainable cropping, crop rotation and diversification, as well as water use efficiencies. It's really all about bridging the gaps. Our CA Farmer program is something that we are immensely proud of.
Whilst we're here on the farm, I'd like to highlight another Syngenta innovation, AgriSafe. The AgriSafe concept is simple. When a grower invests in Syngenta's comprehensive A to Z spray program to protect his crop and optimize his yield from seedling to silo, we offer free hedging for a tonnage based on the value of the transaction. Growers contracted into the program at no cost to themselves are effectively able to manage their risk. Weather conditions or crop failure are not a factor as grain is not physically traded. This year, on the 15th July, after the spot price for September white maize was confirmed on SAFEX, the payouts to our growers were calculated at 37 million rand, which originate from the Syngenta AgriSafe product.
Well done. What an outstanding offering. It's my understanding that the farmers already have responded very positively towards this. They have seen the cash flow rolling.
Syngenta is working hard to deliver results and striving to be so much more than the world's leading and technically advanced seeds and agrochemicals company. Our vision at Syngenta is all based on our Good Growth Plan, which will commit our company to improving resource efficiency, rejuvenating ecosystems, and revitalizing world communities. Responsible companies won't have any customers if they are not part of the solution. Enabling farmers through sustainability, development, and leadership is a key to ensure food security on this continent. More food, less waste. More biodiversity, less degradation. More health, less poverty. We try every day to think like a grower about what keeps him awake at night. And that leads me very nicely into the awards evening ahead, Jannie. Our finalists must be waiting in anticipation. Shall we go and announce a very deserving winner?
Antoni, let's go.